I'm Jim Sack. I live at 902 West Rudisill Boulevard. And may I present to Council 255 signatures, a petition bearing those names, all in opposition to the widening of Calhoun Street. Molly, do I give them to you? These are the names of people who live, work, and relax on that street on a daily basis. They feel the street's one of the nicest in the city of Fort Wayne, and they don't want it destroyed. They like it the way it is. While other cities are widening sidewalks to encourage more pedestrian traffic in their downtown area, we in fact are encouraging less pedestrian traffic and more vehicular traffic and truck traffic on that street. Plans from the city call for taking 3,000 square feet off of each one of those two blocks, sidewalk, removing 3,000 square feet that are used for pedestrians now and encouraging more traffic, more trucks, and exhaust fumes for your dining pleasure. The city, though, says their plan will actually increase the amount of usable space on the street. To wit, the city plans to demolish the planters that are there. They'll add back about 800 square feet per block. They're going to chop down all the trees. That'll add back a couple hundred square feet per block. So if you take 3,000 square feet and diminish it by 800 and 200 more square feet, you still have about 2,000 square feet less for pedestrian traffic in the downtown area, in the very heart of our city. It has been argued that we need two-way traffic on Calhoun Street to mitigate the anticipated congestion resulting for tin gap games. Hasn't materialized, hasn't been a problem. It is argued that delivery trucks need parking on Calhoun Street, ergo the widening. UPS and FedEx drivers with whom I spoke told me that they would be happy to park a half a block away on either Berry or Wayne Street, make that arduous half block walk, to save $1 million plus interest. It is argued that south of downtown there are restaurants that are dying because the street is one way and traffic can't get down there. Well, most of us know the Oyster Bar, and that's been having problems since Jim Kelly, the biggest customer, moved out. Also mentioned by the city was the Saigon restaurant. If anybody goes down there, it's a lovely little restaurant. It's packed every noon. It doesn't show the results of the street being blocked. The project really benefits a very, very few people. Mostly those that come out the long ramp of the city-county building. Instead of going out that way, they should be going over this way onto Clinton Street, which is timed and carries people. If they need to get down to the Oyster Bar, they can get down there much faster if they go down Clinton. 5 lanes of traffic, lights are all timed, as opposed to trying to go down Calhoun Street, which is going to have 5, 6, 7 lights between here and the Oyster Bar or the Saigon. Well, okay, two-way. Not a problem, but signs in the basement of the city-county building parking lot would probably save the city about $1 million on that. The project proposes the destruction of the nicest blocks in downtown Fort Wayne at a cost of $1 million plus the interest on the bond. It will not provide $1 million worth of improvement or efficiencies or connectivities. It's not going to provide $1 million worth of value for the city. 255 people who live, work, and relax every day in downtown Fort Wayne are adamantly opposed to this wastefulness. And we had a number of meetings with some of you about this, and one council member quoted Bobby Kennedy to us, saying that this was a waste of money, wasn't high on his agenda. He had other places to put the money. Well, there's 255 people concur with Bobby Kennedy that this is a waste of money. Thank you.
My name is Matt Parker. My office currently is on Wayne Street downtown. I've been downtown over 50 years. I hate to say I'm an attorney. I probably never learned to get it right, so I guess I'm still practicing there. But I'd like to just speak briefly, and I have a petition to give to you. But first of all, I would like to compliment whoever in the city is responsible for taking care of the downtown planters this year. Those planters look the best that I think they've looked in 20 or 25 years, and the trees survived very well over the winter and the ice storm and so on. I think perhaps those plants and the planters and those trees recognize that they're under siege, and this may be their last summer, their last hurrah, so they're going to go out with a blaze of glory. But anyway, take one good look at them, because they look very good this year. Whoever is responsible in the city needs to be complimented. My petition says, dear council members, there are a number of us veterans of downtown, some 50 years or more, who are quite distressed with the possibility of losing the wonderful trees on Calhoun Street, and I might add the planters. From the attendance at the new Parkview Field, it would appear that the traffic routes downtown are currently adequate, and opening Calhoun Street to two-way traffic would not be required. However, if two-way traffic is decided upon, we request the council to consider opening the street for a trial period without cutting the trees, to see whether the improvement in traffic is worth the damage to the character of the street and the considerable cost of redoing the street. We understand the cost for this project to be in excess of $1 million, and of course the street will be torn up for a number of months, inconveniences all the visitors and users of the street. We would greatly appreciate any consideration the council could give to this matter. This is signed not by a great number, but by mostly people who are downtown. I think you would probably recognize a number of the names on here: Fred Beckman, Jim Barrett, Howard Chapman, Joe Christoph, Bob Howler, Gil Haney, Tom Logan. And I read some of these to Tim Pape, and he said, well, my God, those are all attorneys. And I said to Tim, I said, you know, but for the attorneys, we wouldn't have many people downtown. So thank God that they do keep their offices down there, along with yours, Tim. But there are other people on there. Mary Beth Leininger is on here, and Ron Venderly is on here, and Neil Hayes, who's a downtown business property owner, is on here. But anyway, I would hope you give consideration to this, and we would appreciate it. Thank you very much.